Well, I sure love stories and fables that have a positive message, and I have one today to share with you that I think is going to be designed just for you. It involves a father, 10-year-old son. Boy had never been out of the city. They went to a canyon, and the boy and the father are having a great day. They're exploring the canyon. The boy slips and he falls. Doesn't fall down very far, but he slipped and fell and he yelled, "Ah, ah, ah, ah," is what he heard in the background. Didn't know what that was. He said, "Hey, hey, hey, hey." He looks at his father. He said, "Who is that, Dad?" He said, "You coward, you coward, you coward." Boy's really upset. He said, "Dad, who is that? Who's making fun of me?" Father said, "Let me share with you, son, something really cool. A lot of people call that an echo, but I call it life. Let me show you. You're amazing, you're amazing, you're amazing." The dad followed up with saying, "You're a champion, you're a champion, you're a champion." You see, people call that an echo. I call that life because it illustrates something I believe in, son. What came out of you? Bitterness. What came back? Bitterness. What came out of me? Praise. What came back to me? Praise. And that's what your life is going to be defined on. What comes out of you? In your words, your spirit, your work ethic. I find that people that are negative attract negative people. People who are critical and cynical, that's probably how people will act towards them. Those that I know have a positive, loving spirit, that's typically what comes back to them, oftentimes in the way of friendship. And those that are slothful, lazy, poor work ethic, not much comes back to them in life. Yeah, remember, life is just like an echo. What comes out of you is what's going to come back to you. Here's my recommendation for you. Give the world your best. Don't be shy. Don't be afraid about being positive and loving on people. It's going to come back to you that way. I wish you well. Peace be with you. Well, here comes the fun part. We know that we're all hungry as parents to have meaningful conversation with our sons and daughters. Now, after hearing this fable, you probably have an idea of a lot of different ways that you can approach this that can open up great dialogue. But here's a few things that I might recommend for you. Number one, I think it's very effective for your sons and daughters to hear from you what you honestly have observed from them that's good. I think the worst thing was, as we as parents can falsely praise, and your children, they know that. Great job. No, it's not. So in your honest opinion, here's where I think, sons and daughters, I think where you're doing a great job. And give them some specific examples of what you see coming out of them, either in their words, their spirit, or their work ethic, and praise them about that. Yeah. And then flip it around. Okay, got to be real. This is where I think that you could need some improvement. And give examples of that. I think it's very important for them to be able to tell you areas that they feel that they've done a great job with, and I missed the mark here. And then be transparent with yourself. Maybe you can share an example of when, I didn't handle this very well, and what came out of me is what came back to me. Maybe so you could share a great example of, this is a good example of what came out of me, and I was blessed by what came back with me. Have fun with this. I wish you well.